flanking them in. I'm just gassing them round that.
Yeah.
And then I'll electric weld it round there, and then I can polish it all in. Like I've done with that.
Oh, you've done that one already?
Yeah, it just wants a bit of grinding, you know, to polish it all in.
Right, okay. And you've
Your,
also got some...
using your grinder.
Oh, good, good. And you've got some top hats on there, look. Yeah.
Hey? Oh, I've welded that in there, that once. I've just got to do a bit of welding round there. And,
okay. And away you go.
And then that's that done. Right,
good.
Just
finish that off.
What is it? Ooh, bugger. I set myself on fire the other day.
Did you? Well done.
Hey?
Well done.
I was brazing the tank,
yeah,
and I think a little blob of the brass has fallen off and it fell on my finger. And as I'm carrying on, I can smell
burning.
Sure, I can smell something burning.
And it was you.
And it was me.
Oh well, we'll be careful then.
Some would say it didn't finish its job, but
no.
I put a new bottle of acetylene on, and well, a second-hand one. One of my contacts.
Yeah, we all need friends.
Eh?
We all need friends in high places with access to gas bottles and whatnot.
Or in low places.
Yeah.
Nope.
There we go.
Once it's all linished in, and
yeah,
just have to remember don't
slow it. It's nice and warm anyway. It's nice and warm on a cold day. Right, so over here though, on the frame itself, I see you've been busy.
Yeah, I've got the brackets on.
Brackets for your monoshock. You just tack them in place.
I've had to use a bolt there. I've bolted that to it. I put a spacer on it, and I've got that tacked in now.
Oh, I see. You've got your mount.
This will want altering because there's a plate to go between there.
Yeah, you got a spacer there.
Plus, the outrigger's going to come on this side.
Outrigger as well,
I'm going to make an outrigger.
Oh.
So look, that'll come on there. The only thing that I've liked is the outrigger is an Allen bolt head rather than a nut. So whether to make the spacer screw on and then have a thread in it and then counterbore the outrigger plate, and you'll put a nice Allen 12mm.
Well, if that's a shaft goes all the way through.
Yeah, but if you've got another plate there, half inch, then you've got a nut similar to that stuck out, and it looks
well.
I mean, don't
not if you weld it and skim it, it'll look pretty cool.
Oh, unless I do that, make it look.
You can weld it on and skim it.
I could do that.
Like as if it was a swing arm pivot bolt.
Yeah, I could do that.
I think I'd do that. I think that's the way mine's been done.
That spanner on there.
On my 1170, I think you did it on that particular method.
Yeah.
So it's coming along.
I found a bracket there that.
You found a bracket.
Well.
Hang on, let's have a look.
Oh, that. I was hoping to try and use that.
Hang on.
But.
Yeah. Is that one of mine?
I can't
a spare one.
But the threads are a bit dodgy in there, so.
Yeah. Oh, it's threaded, is it?
Yeah. And I thought if by the time you pissed around Ellicott, I think that. Yeah, it's not very good, that.
Have you got a standard set of mounts that you can copy from?
Good God, no.
Okay.
Well, what I'll do is
of course
I'll make one.
It's completely. Well, you've already got them here, haven't you? You got two here at the front.
Yeah, well, I made them.
Yeah, and that's welded on.
What I've got to do is weld a couple of lugs on, because this one's got a bolt on.
Okay, yeah.
So you can obviously for getting the engine in and out dead easy.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, you can make yourself another one, can't you?
Yeah.
You got plenty of material.
I just slightly when I welded them on, and I forgot about the in. I thought, I've got plenty enough room now, but there's about 1/4 of an inch clearance between the shock. So there's more than enough there.
Okay.
To clear it.
Okay.
If it catches the shocky where it comes wide, I can always radius that a little bit, just a bit of clearance. So
where's the swing arm? Have you found that yet? I mean, you were looking for it a while ago and we couldn't find it. It was is it down here somewhere?
Grab it.
Down here in the corner, amongst all the other stuff you've got.
15.99.
Oh, it says ZR 1200.
Yeah, 15.99 I think it was.
Is it aluminium? Yeah.
Yeah, it's Ali. Yeah.
Okay.
It's virtually identical to the ZX12.
Yes.
And the only trouble is that's a 20mm, whereas the ZX12's 25. But the position's not far off the middle. It's fractionally. So when we do it, I can just space it and get it. Get all the shocky and everything in the middle.
It's a pretty nice bit of kit. It reminds me of a XJR swing arm. Yeah.
Just got a little mark there, but
well, you can get it powder coated or something.
Once it's paint, yeah. Well, or
don't paint it, bloody hell.
Well,
it'll fall off in no time. It's funny because it is aluminium, but it's been painted, hasn't it? You can see where
it's silver paint on it, yeah.
Or somebody else has painted
the thing
it back
is,
in the day.
now, just to show you, I think it was about 690. That was basically 20. It was either 23 or 24.
There's no demand for a
including
ZSR 1200.
Yeah, but the thing it goes to show you just.
Oh yeah, there's value out there. If you value out there,
this, you know, depending on.
Yeah, whereas if you wanted a rather nice looking, what is it? A ZRX12, they're like 300 quid.
I've just gone right round.
Oh, you've now.
I've filled it all in, so when it's done,
ready to rock.
That's like me. So I was doing them, and that's when a bit just dropped off and fell on, and I caught.
And set yourself on fire.
I put a little bit on there as well, over them where it was gone. Trouble is, it just wrinkles. It's just wrinkled it a little bit. But
you can bit filler.
Well, what I'll do is I'll just put it on somewhere and just
tap it.
Just panel tap it.
Yeah, yeah.
But Les come and he come. I've just got to blank that off now. Blank that off, obviously, or put a tap on it.
So what was that for? Was that for the fuel level sender?
That's like all the sender, isn't it?
Yeah, sender, yeah. Which we don't need on an old bike.
So I can just test it, and once I've found it doesn't leak.
Yeah, you can do something with it.
Well, I'll block them off. What I usually do is put boiling water in them.
Yeah,
so if there's anything, any little things, hot water will expand it and find a leak.
Well, okay.
A lot quicker. And then once that's done, it's just a couple of little, not most of that out, but it'll still just want a little bit of
filler on there, maybe.
Yeah. I think that might be a touch high there, so I might just have to tap.
Okay.
Tap that little bit in there. But once it's done,
it'll look good.
Yeah. I'm not going to modify that. They can just put a standard
filler cap. You should be able to find one cheap on eBay.
Filler cap on that.
Don't worry about welding a bloody Monza cap on it or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, so there you go. There's some progress, and we'll come back next week when hopefully you can fit your back end with your new.
Oh, I've done the light.
Oh, have you?
Have you not? Oh.
No, not seen it. No, because I've not been since I gave it you. Into the workshop of doom.
Right.
Where are we?
Right. That's the bracket.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, yeah. Okie doke.
And obviously the light
fits through the holes.
Fits on there.
Yeah.
I've had to put them in to clear the bulbs, and that's for the wiring. I've got to put a hole in that so the wiring goes through.
Yes. Yeah. Don't forget the wiring.
But that bolts to the steel. Them spacers go across.
Yeah. Right. And then you probably want to bend this out a little bit for the
seat unit when it comes on. It's got rubbers in it. Oops.
Yeah. Oops.
And say it's on the bike now.
Yeah.
The two holes there in it.
Okay, you line up.
You can just see now. The light's just clear. I couldn't go up further with the light, or it affected the mounts.
Right.
The only way you could have got the light a touch more is to make another bracket that goes on that.
Yeah, I mean what I did was on the original bike, it's got a piece of the fairing here that's further.
If these mounts would have been further up,
that's further out. Yeah, that's okay.
Well, it's the closest, it's the highest I could get it up without interfering or with all the.
Okay, well I look forward to seeing that assembled and on the bike.
So the light, they're all fitted in nice then.
Yeah.
And you believe it, marking all this out. How easy it is to drop a bollard.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
it's done now. It's all done. Have you tested the light yet? Because hopefully them bulbs work.
No.
Hopefully the bulbs work, because bulbs probably cost more than the light,
But
they look all right.
They'll probably say, "What's them now?"
No, they won't. They won't. Like 10 quid. They'll be 10 quid or something.
Can you get a replacement, like a thing that fits in the bayonet? Like an LED? Did he do anything like that?
I don't know. I would just get a replacement bulb if need be. But hopefully they should work okay.
In there in the shed.
Well, fair enough. We can test it and see what happens.
I don't think.
Yeah, I didn't test it. No. Right. Okay. So there's progress. So it's a bit cold today. Sun's out, but it's bloody cold.
A couple of oil coolers.
Okay.
That's Leslie's old one.
Oh, an oil cooler. Okay.
It's damaged that, but it's a good thing to have for reference if you want to.
Yeah.
Check.
Well, does the frame have any mounts already? Well, the standard Zephyr frame.
There's that oil cooler, but it's a bit.
Does Zephyrs have an oil cooler? Yeah, I guess they might do.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. And I've got two here. These are good. I think that's off the GPZ originally.
Yeah, it looks vaguely GPZ-ish.
And I've got that one that's got two fittings on it, but it's not. So either whether to mount that one or whether to go in, that's got different fittings on it, and that's got...
Yeah, that's got the standard Kawasaki fittings, hasn't it? Yeah.
So, but I don't know what that's originally off.
Well,
I don't
it looks
know.
vaguely standard, doesn't it? It looks standard with these edges, but then again, it's been modified perhaps with these.
I don't know if that's been...
So you can fit,
standard,
so you can fit aftermarket oil lines and whatnot.
I honestly, it looks Kawasaki. It looks very similar to that. But
yeah, who knows?
I don't know.
Well, I guess you can always make a little mount on the down tubes, and then you can fit anything you like.
Well, like I say, I was hoping. There is 3 mounts, whether to fit that one.
Okay, let's have a look. Here we go. It's actually very sunny today, so this might look a bit weird.
I don't know. Some people say fit it that way and have the fittings just going up.
That's standard Kawasaki, isn't it? Yeah.
But some people fit them that way.
Yeah, and have the oil lines.
And then the oil cooler holds an extra amount of oil.
Yeah, there's less likelihood of it containing air as well.
Yeah.
But the standard Kawasaki way is you mount it with these
pointing
down, and then it goes underneath the engine.
Considering there's like a rubber amount there, it might be worth just making a plate and just mounting that on it.
I'll just make a plate. I'll just make a plate with some holes in it, and then you can change your mind and fit whatever you like.
Well.
Or somebody else can change your mind.
That would be the best option.
Yeah.
But then some people say, well, the oil lines then are going to go down.
Yes, they do.
But you know, I think some people fit them at the top there,
and then run the lines up and over. Yeah, up and over. Yeah.
And down to the
there, that's the way I would do my Mark II. I don't like seeing the oil lines going around the side of the block. That's just me. Anyway, so there you go. There's progress so far, and we'll come back another day when hopefully the back end will be on and swing arm will be in.
Do the mount, haven't I? I've got to weld the. I've got to do that one. Weld the tube in there for the lugs for the swinging arm. Yeah. And do this. What I'll do is this engine mount here. I'll sort that out when it's off the jig. I can get that a lot better.
Yeah. But it's getting there. It's getting there. Excellent. Right, okay, and that's that. So we'll come back in a week or so, when hopefully it's a bit warmer.
It'll be. So, water.
And now it's time for some tea, I think.